I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners.
Yo, what's up, broskiis? Keanu coming at you with a little live duel between me and Kane. Kane being on the right of your screen, me being on the left. Kane's going to be piloting Swordsoul on the right. I'm going to be piloting my little cash tier Scareclaw list. I believe he won the die roll. I wasn't looking, so I will be going second. But this is a deck he's been playing for quite some time. See how it goes. So as I open up here with the Shunna, link off into Monk. I don't quite remember what I have in hand, but he goes link 1 Monk. So he probably has some follow up. So he has Adhara. So banish Adhara, special summon I think he goes Vishuddha out of the deck. Which I was kind of thinking like, damn, I probably shouldn't have taken out. So I took out all the Bestials. I'll upload this list pretty soon, but I took out all the Bestials just because I was running into so many decks that weren't running like Darks anymore. So okay, then he went Chichao, went Imperm. Get that shit out of there. I was really hoping he didn't have that much follow up in hand. That's right here. He's thinking. So banish Adhara to bring back banish the earth to bring back the light to hand. Okay, now he has Long Wand token. Synchro off for one of the big assholes. I burn for 12. Long Wand's effect to like burn is like kind of sneaky crazy because you just do that in game 3 when you're going in time. It's kind of nuts. So he ends on the level 10. What's that, Chinging? So I do have the other Imperm in hand. I don't know if you can tell that from the video. Right here, I'm just seeing what he's got engraved. So I'm going to Imperm the Chichao. Just so I don't have to deal with that. I make sure he had no like quick effect in hand or anything like that. Down comes the Unicorn. Special summon it. Trying to add okay, so now comes his golden, this Iris Swordsoul or whatever, since the monster's effect was negated. And I never played this card in my Swordsoul list, but Kane's been playing it. So you see me put the Unicorn back in hand because I wasn't sure if he was doing that before or after. So I had to read the card effect to make sure I wasn't like he didn't do it in the beginning of something, like at the end of negating Chichao's effect, if you know what I mean. So that's basically all I'm doing right here is reading to make sure. Okay, so I give it back. It's okay. So I realize the Unicorn's is still unfilled. Right here, I'm going to activate Unicorn's effect to grab. And at this point in the current list, I was only running, my only target is Cash Chair Birth. But I've added in a little more cards. You'll have to stay tuned for that list. The list may come out before this. I'm not really sure. So I added the Birth. Obviously, Birth lets you normal summon level 7s for free, essentially. And then it lets you special summon 1 from your grave or banished once per turn. So I'm a normal summon the Fenrir. I'm checking my extra deck, but I do have to keep in mind that Iris Swordsoul, I think I'm gonna pick it up and read it again. I have to keep in mind that Iris Swordsoul card can pop cards. Like, so if you special summon a card from the extra deck, it can pop that card. So right here, I'm gonna go into battle phase just to try to clear it. And so on attack deck, I believe he had something for me. Oh, he had a bestial card. And then since a card is banished, Chinging effect, he is gonna banish my Unicorn. So he banished one from my grave, one from my field, and then I continued the battle phase with Unicorn. Not Unicorn, Finnerer, sorry about that. I just had to make sure I had like no effect outside of that. So here I am, I swing over, banish it. Should be face down, but I guess we missed that. Main phase 2, Birth, bring back the Unicorn. Then I'm gonna go into my extra, I forget what I get right here. I'm trying to see what he has in Grave. I know he has the Fishuda bounce in Grave for the follow-up. So right here, I think I literally just went for Big Eye. Yeah, I just went for Big Eye. Because I'm just going to detach one and then I'm going to like suck up his card. And then I'm pretty much going to pass on that. I didn't really draw any of my Scareclaw engine. Or I believe I did. I believe I have like Acro in hand or something like that. And I could have went into Tryhard, but I used my normal summon on the Finnerer, so kind of sucks, but is what it is. So I pass it back to him. So he has, I didn't quite see what he drew for turn, but he has Monster Negate on field, and then he has Fishuda and Grave. So we'll see what he does. So I think he's gonna, I'm pretty sure he's about to Fishuda his Chinging back. But I'm not quite sure he's thinking. So he will do that. He'll banish Fishuda, bounce that back to his extra deck. And then he can clear the Big Eye pretty easy. But as long as I have the Birth up, it's fine, because I can keep recycling like my Cashier. And he was just making sure it wasn't a quick effect, so he cracked over it. Swings with the Bestial, and then he swings with the Monk. So he passes back to me. And like I said, I believe I have a Scareclaw loaded up in hand. Probably drew something crazy off the top. I just really have to bait that that Chi-Chow from here, because it's just one Monster Negate. But I mean, once you get into lane 3, it doesn't really matter anyways. It's not going to really do much against it. That looks like a Vsauce Acro in hand, I believe. That's another, I think that's another Imperm in hand, honestly. Yep, so down comes Finnerer, special summon it from the grave. Finnerer effect to add a Cashier monster. And then he will banish, negate my Finnerer. So I normal summon Acro. And then right here, I'm just off. I'm off to the races right here. That was his last disruption. As far as I know, well, at least on field, he has one card in hand. So we'll go Lightheart right here. Lightheart, obviously get the field spell. And field spell, we're gonna add I'm pretty sure I add the right card right here. No, that's Astra. Maybe I have the right card. Maybe I have the right card in hand. So special summon. Immediately link all those away. For the Tryhard. Tryhard effect. Special one back. I think he had a response right here. He might have like a crow in hand or something to make this effect fizzle. Yep, that was his last card. So he snipes the Astra, banishes the Astra. Tryhard will switch everything in defense. Damn, I do not know that last card in hand. I thought I had a right card or something like that. So I guess I'm just going into battle. Swing over Monk. No, swing over the Chichao. And then set one. Maybe add Splash in hand. Standby phase, activate Splash. Okay. Okay. So it looks like he didn't have a follow-up. I think yeah, pass back. That's a Fenrir in my hand, so that's kind of crazy. So activate Tryheart, special on back Acro. Now I'm gonna grab the Reichart. Oh, he's reading Tryheart. Okay, so down comes the Reichart. I believe I add Defanging from here, from this position, because I don't want to be targeted by anything. So bring out the Defanging, so it protects my links from targeted or destruction, stuff like that. And then do I have another one in hand? And then I drew off Reichart since there's 3 defense position monsters on the field. I feel like I had game right here, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't use my field spell pop yet, so... But maybe because I couldn't get the Astra. That was a special off birth. Fenrir effect, add a Cashier monster. Okay, here we go. So now I'm gonna grab Scareclaw Cashier Scareclaw. This thing can attack while on defense, so that's super cool. So down comes Cashier Scareclaw, the banish one from my grave. So swing over Monk. Just doing a little damage calc. And then swing over Druid's Worm. And then he attempts to activate the effect. I send Splash to grave to negate that effect. I have another Splash in hand. This is why I believe in the newly updated list, I have 2 Splash in deck. I think Splash is just crazy. And you burn through 1, and sometimes, like, the way some matches grind out, you kind of wish you had 2. Just having that Omni negate. So here he goes. He's just checking his extra. I mean, at this point, his monsters are locked. I have an Omni Gate, and my Tryhard cannot be destroyed. So he passes it back. This should be pretty much it. Let's see. So I went into Dark the Dark Charmer. I guess I didn't have a way to get into Astra to attack multiple times, so I think that's why I was trying to end it. And his last card, his last form of disruption was Ghost Mourner. Okay, this is what I was doing. I was linking them off to like dig for Astra. Try to make sure I didn't have to be special into a zone at points too. So there I go. So I'll link those 2 off to really get Astra and Grave. Well, a level 3 Engrave. So I get it back with a Tryhard, go search Astra, and now my Astra can swing 3 times. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, but nice little game 1. All right, broskies, back with the game 2. Game 1 was kind of crazy. I love Scareclaw because you can just play it. You can go first, you can go second. It is what it is. So we've sided out. Kane decides to go first again. That's completely fine. I play enough like equalizers. Like it's It's honestly okay. The Castrier cards, I believe, like just let you play second pretty easily. We got the Imperms, we got Nibiru's, of course. They can't help to play around it. Just kidding. But unfortunately for Kane, he is not. The list he has does not have a Baron. He's waiting for the reprint. It's out. He just didn't have it at the time of recording this video, which is unfortunate. But I don't know if this hand could have went. I didn't see what he had in this hand, but I don't think this hand could have gotten to Baron turn 1 to set up that nice little Omni negate. But we'll have to see what he can do. So as you saw, down comes Light, link off for Monk, and then down comes Vishuda. Now he's going to normal summon the damn, I can't remember that thing's name. Ecclesia, the Ecclesia card. So now he's gonna go into Shaman, discard 1, bring back a worm, but he's locked into effects of just worm. I think it's just worm monsters. Maybe it's not just 10 monsters from the extra deck. Down comes Nibiru. We'll clean that boy up real nice. It's pretty weak defense. It only has 1500 defense, so I put in defense. Just going to clean everything up. And that's just how it goes sometimes. It is really how it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna start by activating Defanging. I'm gonna normal summon Acro. Link 1 Lightheart and go after Field Spell. One thing about Kane's list, he does not really side out his Bestials because he can trigger them off his effects, which also trigger effects on field form. If you saw that in the game 1, it's actually kind of crazy. It can even like bring back that big asshole, the Abyss Dragon, Swordsoul, or whatever it's called. So right here, I had blown. Okay, right here, I'm literally checking his grave, because I know he has like Bestials in hand and stuff like that. So from right here, I'm really thinking, because I know he main decks Nibiru too. I know he does it too. So right here, I'm just thinking, do I want to like play into this, basically. All right, so right here, down comes Baldrake. So he has 1 card left in hand. I know what he's trying to do with the Baldrake right here. He's going to attempt to probably pop my my Tri-Heart when it comes down. So instead of like special in the right card, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Tri-Heart. I just had to make sure how the card read. So here we go. Yep, link 3. From this, I'm pretty much gonna clean house. So before the video ends, I'm gonna say, like, go ahead and like the video if you like these videos. We definitely love playing. And I'm just getting my camera prepared to like set up more feature matches like at locals, hopefully. But I figure we like set up a testing match. Yeah, so like these videos if you like the videos. Makes us keep doing them. And comment down below. Comment down below what we could have done different, especially on both sides. Like, I've played, Scareclaw for quite some time. Kane's played Swordsoul. But there's always room to learn new things. And lastly, subscribe to the channel, because we're really trying to get to 1,000. A few of you voted that you actually like these, so subscribe for those, and keep leaving feedback for what you want to see. But after all that, so yeah, down comes Reichardt. I don't think I got the draw, so I use the field spell to pop his Baldrake. My Tri-Heart can attack like 3 times, so I'm gonna hit him for like 1 billion in the face. Standard handshake. And that's it, broskies. We'll see you next time.